Welcome back, guys and girls, to your daily dose of Halo 5. I'm Ghost Robo, and we are ready for some Warzone action. My favorite multiplayer mode of the year thus far is this one right here, and so we're going to show you our stuff as we seek out victory. Last time, we barely lost at the end. They had a big boss takedown. It was a Forerunner boss, and this time we're going to try and end up with the advantage. If you guys enjoy these Halo 5 videos and want to see more, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. I super appreciate it, and it does help out so much. Lets me know that you guys want more of this and helps me bring you as much as I can leading up to launch and beyond. Now, starting tomorrow, I will be able to post multiplayer. Actually, starting today, if you're in the same time zone as me or anywhere in the United States, actually, starting today, I'll be able to post more multiplayer. So I want to know what you guys want to see. Arena, Warzone, maps, special weapons. What's something you really want to see? What mode are you most excited for? Anything specific? Customization? Let me know in the comments below. I'll try to bring it your way. This is the cool part of Warzone, or one of the cool parts, where you start off in your own base and you have to eliminate the attackers before you're able to progress out of here. It gives you a chance to build up some points and get level 2 Rex and whatnot as we level up and work our way towards glory. Now here is the Rex station. We talked about this last time, but I don't think you actually got to see me use it. So you can go in and swap your weapons. I was saying maybe it's on the fly, maybe it's not. But here it is actually. You can see it is on the fly, which is great. Because if it was not on the fly and did it like next spawn, I think that'd be a little bit lame. Using some of my boosters for an extra speed oomph, and we'll head into the battlefield. Looks like they took out one of the Sangheili generals right close by our base, but I will help grab some kills and assists and whatnot to make our team a little bit more happy. I wonder how far you could get in this mode if all you did was kill the bosses. How many points of bosses are on there? And granted, they do drop in as the battle continues and rages on. I bet, though, it would end up bad because you do need to conquer the bases. Otherwise, your enemy team, which in this case is blue, the blue boys, would go in. And girls, you can be a girl Spartan in this game, would just rack up such an advantage and be gaining points at such a quick pace. You wouldn't stand a chance. So Covenant are coming in. I like how they put the NPCs in all the bases too, so they're not just uncontested. Most times you play a domination style mode, you just go in and capture the flag and it's very easy. Here it is still easy because you are fighting decently, simple NPCs, but at least it gives somewhat of an opposition force, so you can't just waltz all over the map. Right, that's another thing. When you do capture the bases, you get an on-map rec station. So as you're building like killing spree or something, if you want to switch weapons or you run out of ammo, it makes it pretty darn easy to adjust your arsenal on the fly. There's some blue dudes in here. Gonna recharge my health. They're probably going to come around the corner. I'm going to switch to a longer scope weapon. It looks like my teammate's doing work, so I'm going to go after this guy. That is one thing that I find a little bit hard about this mode, is that if you do have... You can get very ADD about it, where you're like, I want to shoot this guy, I want to shoot that guy, I want this base, I want that base, because there's something going around you at all moments, which really adds to the battlefield feel of it, like you're in this huge war zone, hence why it's called Warzone. This is me running at them stupidly, because I knew if I turned my back and run, I'd be down. So I was like, hun, I'm coming for you, give me a kiss, and they weren't about that life. Grabbing an assault rifle and an healer. One thing I like about that loadout screen, the rec screen, is that you're able to take 2 primaries. You don't have to take a secondary and a primary, so they kind of let you configure your loadout as you see fit based on the points you have. And so you can upgrade and place more of your points in like a top tier primary and then have to take a secondary, or you can take 2 primaries, as I've done here. Swords, vehicles, all sorts of things. It's a really nice system, and I think it's the best iteration I've seen of like choosing your stuff as you go. That was a horribly ill-timed melee. At this point, I was still kind of getting used to the controls as he slices me in half and bends me back like the contortionist, who we've seen appear in other games this week. But now he's here in Halo Warzone. So one thing that I'm not 100% sure on, and maybe you guys can help me in the comments if you know, I think I know how it works, but that would be the experience system. I think everyone on our team contributes to it rather than it being individual, so I think all of our team is leveling up rec levels at the same time. Initially I thought it was based on your own performance, which it is in the sense that you're assisting your team's growth, but I think they keep everybody on the team on the same level, almost like Heroes of the Storm-esque, because this does have a slight MOBA feel. Not like anything more than maybe 5 to 10%, but there is a little bit of it there. As you level up, complete side objectives, take on the main enemy teams, and run through the lanes of the battlefield. Although it's not structured in a 3-alley, way, it does borrow a little bit of that. And it's interesting to see all the games that are doing cool new things with shooter multiplayer. Halo 5, it's great to see that for a tried and true franchise, they're mixing things up. Even Black Ops 3, mixing things up with the specialists and kind of adding its own version of like the super kind of from Destiny. It's very much like Destiny, in fact, in that way. and doing some cool things there. They've even added like a free run mode to Black Ops 3, very reminiscent of Mirror's Edge, which is super cool. I love to see these known genres and known franchises really saying, hey, it's a new generation, it's a new year, we have to up the ante. If we want to sell millions and millions of copies over and over again, we're going to really have to strut our stuff a little bit more seriously than we have in the past. And that's good news. And then you have the entirely new games, stuff like Overwatch from Blizzard, and stuff like Battleborn, which both are taking the FPS genre or the TPS genre. Can they go third person? I don't know if Overwatch can. I don't think it can. Anyhow, the FPS genre in a much more MOBA style, and adding objectives, leveling up within the matches, all sorts of stuff to an even higher degree than Halo. So Warzone definitely has, you know, a little bit of that. You are leveling up, as you can see here at the rec level and whatnot. But games like Battleborn, man, they take it to a whole nother level. I cannot wait till I can share with you the footage I have of that, because I went to a special event and got to record a whole boatload of that, and I think you'll love that. If you like Warzone, I think you'll be really into that. But keeping things on the Halo Spartan side of things, here I am with a sword going ham. Swords are always my favorite weapon in Halo, even though I find them to be like the most, one of the most troublesome weapons, because you just want to have that sword out, but obviously the strongest players know how to hide that sword and play the bait game until the enemy gets close, and then you lunge in for the quick kill. As I'm trying to do a little bit here, not doing it so well. This guy is trying to RPG me, and somehow he melees me to obscurity, even though I was shooting him a heck of a lot more. I guess I picked up a little bit of splash damage from his rocket that I didn't realize, and that's one of the most expensive weapons here. I'm not sure, since this is from the Gamescom build, I'm not sure if this is the full rec weapon set, and I'm also curious to know if you'll be able to unlock any weapons either through progression or through rec packs. I think it's all cosmetic, but I do wonder if, as you level up your character, if there are going to be any unlocks that are non-cosmetic, and how that will mess with the flow of battle. Also, just super curious to see where all the maps take place, all the arenas. I think back to possibly my favorite Halo multiplayer mode of the past, which is, gosh, what is it called? How am I blanking on this? It's the Horde mode, but it's not called Horde. Firefight. Freaking love that so much. So good. Me and my brother, split screen local. I know that's old school, but man, we had so much fun with that, trying to achieve high scores, trying to get as far as we could, and like so many tense moments where he would be out of all his lives, and I'd be there, and I'd be like, I've got to clear this wave, I got to do this, can we do it? And like literally sweating, and then having those glorious moments when you reach a high score. The only problem with modes like that is once you get like a super high score, I feel like this applies to mobile games as well. Like once you get a super high score in an arcade-esque game, and it's like, what do I do now? Because the likelihood that I ever reach that point again is so slim that every subsequent round feels inadequate. It feels like I'm not good anymore because I had like that million-point round. One of the games that's most famous for that for me is called Tilt to Live. I don't know if you guys ever played it. It was super popular on iPhone for a while in the iOS store a couple of years back, and then they did make Tilt to Live 2, but nothing about Tilt to Live 2. Like Tilt to Live 1 was where it was at for me. But anyways, at one point I got a super high score where I was literally like way up there on the leaderboard, like top 100. At that point, the game had just kind of newly come out. I heard about it on a podcast. But I was like, oh my god, I will never come close to this again, so I don't even want to play it anymore. So it's like one of those things where it almost ruins it for you. But it would be awesome if they did add like Firefight DLC, especially with the new movement abilities and the new just overall style with the zoom and whatnot. I just think it would be super sick. I would love it so much. Super great. I doubt that they do that. Warzone seems to be where they want to place their multiplayer competitive emphasis. I mean, obviously they have Arena and the real esport competitive stuff. But yeah, I think that would be super awesome. So if anyone at 343 is watching, or Microsoft or Halo people with influence, firefight. I do wonder how that is. Like when the game transferred from Bungie to 343, were there things that were off limits? Did Microsoft get everything, or were there some things that Bungie was able to say, this is not, doesn't have anything to do with the Halo property, this is just our tech or our stuff, you know? I doubt it. I doubt that's the way it works, but maybe. I'm not sure. Anyhow, back to the mode at hand. Our team is, we're down right now. We're down big, 259 to 511. It looks like we're just out of luck. But as you can see, we have 2 of the 3 bases captured. So we are going to gain on them a little bit here. If we can slow them down, maybe even capture that 3rd, we'll be in real good shape. Don't doubt us. A comeback is not out of reason. Even though we're halfway through the video right now, and it seems like we're doing horrible with half the point total of our opponent, the red team, we're vicious, man. You ever seen red cars on the road? They don't back down. By the way, I do not endorse road rage or speeding in any way. Speeding is such a silly thing. Don't speed. They're bringing ghosts in the tunnels, which is dangerous. So I'm not going to mess with that mess. I'm going to go and use my skills to try and take down this guy. All of his guards seem to be gone, so I have a chance at him. I do have to let my health reboot a little bit. He is about to take me down, but he's worth 20. I think it's 25. Yeah, 25 VP. Looks like a teammate came in. And level 5 Rex are available, which is sweet. Again, like, now I'm like questioning myself. Is it individual? I thought it was team-based. Well, at first I thought it was individual. Watch that meter. Does it ever move when I'm not doing things? Maybe it is individual. Okay, now I'm thinking it's individual. Well, that guy sure thinks it's neither. He's just like, I don't care, you're out of here. Let me know in the comments below if you know. I'm sorry for like goofing this one up. I played so many games with interesting systems lately that sometimes they get a little bit confused. I'm flying a Banshee here just to mix it up. In the last video you saw ghosts, and you saw the drone, and now we're just going to go Banshee style. You can also use these to take on NPCs, which I think is great, because a lot of times the NPCs don't have as much weaponry at their disposal to take you out. So we'll deal a little damage. It can also be great just as an assist tool. So like if I was coordinating with a team, I could be like, hey, I have peppered up the boss over on this point of the map. Why don't you go finish him off? And as you can see, thanks to blue is back to 2, but thanks to our advantage that we had on the bases for a while there, we did catch up. Now in the high 300s to the high 500s, only down about 200 points. So we've lowered the gap. I'm trying to bring a Banshee in here. And again, I find these vehicles pretty hard to take guys out with. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was just my aim at the time, since I didn't have a lot of experience. Now that I've played Halo, I'm really excited for multiplayer, because after playing single player and stuff, I hope that can be a little bit more accurate here. But it's still fun to merge the vehicles. I normally don't like vehicles in multiplayer, but I feel like the way that they're integrated here, the fact that it is kind of tied to, it's not kill streaks, but almost kill streak in a way, is pretty darn cool. It has to be individual. It can't be team-based. Otherwise, it would be going up all the time, that bar, and it's not. Right? Right. Why did I think it was team-driven? I heard that somewhere, and I questioned myself. I should never have done that. There's some other video I watched in Halo 5, and they're like, oh, it's... Oh, no, it is, because there, look, we got... It is team-based. All right. Speak of the devil. Because we just took down a boss, a 200-point boss. That's the same one that bit us in the butt last multiplayer video. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, it's in the playlist. You should check it out. It was pretty cool. And I had 29 Spartan kills and a whole bunch of boss kills, so it was a really nice round. I also have the whole single-player campaign I'm working on. So you can check those videos out. That is so awesome. Possibly the best single-player I've ever seen Halo. That guy agrees. That's why he was like, it's so good! Slash you in the face, you big disgrace. Bleeding your team red blood all over the place. We now have the lead, and we have 2 bases. So quickly, as you can see, the tides can turn. I think balancing that is going to be critical, and I'm sure that they'll have hotfixes ready if it needs to be switched. Right now, it seems pretty good. Based on the rounds I played, there's a nice ebb and flow to it. Obviously, having 2 of the 3 bases helps a lot. So does having a Needler. I love Needler. My favorite gun in Halo, hands down. I love the sound of it. I love the reload sound. I love the crystal look. I love the pink and purple glow as you fire it, and I love the fact that you can just, like, spray away, and then they pop. I love that. It's like a piñata of human guts. So good. I don't even like anatomy, man. But this is one explosion I cannot resist. Anyways, you'll notice that having 2 versus 1 of the bases doesn't, like, raise our score ridiculously fast. It boosts it at a better rate than our on the other team, but it doesn't, like, give us such an advantage. What does, though, is that 200 points. The bosses being, like, 4 or 25, so a fourth of 100. Why am I thinking in fractions? That is totally, like, low-key as well. But when you're going after, like, the 200-point guys, and I've never even seen one of those bosses, so I wonder how big they are, what they look like. I'm kind of curious. I wish I would have seen one, but we'll have to do that when the full game multiplayer unlocks itself. I can bring you that coverage. Yeah, sorry for the yawn. It's late at night. Just trying to make sure I work hard and get you guys a Halo video every day as I hijack this guy in the ghost, kick him off, Karate Kid style, grab the kill, and then I've got a ghost that's like on its last legs here, or its last pods, or whatever you call these things. But it would be great to get a kill in it to make sure it goes to good use, and he blew me up. And then did I actually kill him by rolling it over? I don't know. At least I did damage. I know that much. That was pretty sweet. We're at level 6 for our Rex here, and it is a close match. 731 to 630 or 694 right now. Very, very close. A couple bosses can turn this real fast. I think coordination is going to be huge on these, and I can see teams being very effective. One thing that I do worry about is if you have coordination versus an uncoordinated team, how quickly can they roll through the 1,000-point requirement? As you can see, we've got a vehicle doing some work. This guy is unaware of where I'm at, so we'll grab the kill on him, and now I'm getting killed. And my grenade throw was a little bit off. I should have thrown it more to the left, assuming they would retreat into the building. A lot of predictive knowledge and predictive powers that I did not have as I was panicking to learn the controls and learn the game. Going through the different weapons, trying to mix it up for you guys, switching into stuff that looked pretty cool. So we'll grab a DMR. And I still have 4 points. So energy, sword, and DMR, which is an eclectic lineup. We got long range and short range. I don't even know if I'm going to make it out of this life. That was a great grenade throw. Zach, nicely done. It's getting close. As you can see, 7-6-8, 7-3-5, because now they have 2, and so it's bringing them back to even the playing field. We are working like peanut butter and jelly. Both perfect for that sandwich, but who will come out on top and win the award of tastiest team this side of the solar system? I hope it's red. I think it should be. We're on red, so it's gotta be. Don't forget to let me know in the comments below what you want to see most. Are you most interested in Arena? Most interested in Warzone? What you got going on? That's a not kill. I thought whoa, goodness gracious, Ghosty. This is Grenade Battlefield. I got the kill, so the sword pull is unnecessary, but we'll run in here just in case anyone's around. Doesn't look like it. Switch back to the DMR and hold our horses so that we don't waste our good fortune with that. You can get... There's a lot of vantage points for snipers and DMRs and whatnot. A lot of open windows and whatnot. It's 7-9. I mean, this is so close. It's ridiculous. That's a nice kill, though, as we hold the stairwell. The stairwell is a great place to use the sword, I feel, especially on this map. As we try to... That's our guy. Don't shoot our own freaking turret. This guy is trying to hijack it. And I grabbed the kill. Nice no-scope shot with the DMR there. And there's a whole bunch of dudes. And those are just NPCs, but there are some regulars in there as well. Trying to thin the horde and assist our team. We leave the window, we come back in case they don't know where we're at, or they've got the scope on us. But again, a lot of long alleys where you can use the distance to your advantage and try to fight guys. Like, this is a great one. A lot of battles take place here. And as you can see, plenty of my teammates and plenty of their teammates have the same ideas. I shoot him in the back over and over again. We're reloading and retrying to get this guy. There's just a whole bunch of dudes lined up. That's a kill. That's nice. And it's working because we're at 834. We've got 2 of the bases captured. And so we are 163 points away from a victory. Trying to get some headshots with DMR, but they're sliding back and forth. And I don't know who's who. I see guys sliding in and out, and it's like I'm probably just shooting 2, then they heal, then shooting 2, and they heal. Lots of guys in here, waiting for them to come around the corner, throw a grenade to let them know I'm here, say hello. I think they all were killed. Maybe not. Oh, God, no. Bad energy versus energy, and the sneakier sword won. I should have got that guy that ran past my left hip, but I missed, which was my bad. I should have waited. They weren't popping up on the map, but if I was patient, I would have seen that I could have made a dream come true. We'll try and... Oh, hey! Took out another 200-point boss, and I almost said boss. Like, welcome. This is Halo 5. Anyways, took out another 200-point boss, and we grabbed the victory for the Red Squad. Let me know what you think of Warzone in the comments below. Make sure that thumbs up button if you're enjoying the Halo 5 coverage and want more of it. Check out my multiplayer stuff, my single-player stuff, and get your hands ready to throw in the air for a multiplayer explosion starting real darn soon right here on the channel. Check out Assassin's Creed Syndicate if you're interested in other games. I've got Rise of the Tomb Raider starting pretty darn soon, and then more stuff. I'll give you guys a hint. I haven't even made this public yet, but Dark Souls 3. Coming super soon. Just Cause 3 coming super soon. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you like. Until next time, guys, girls. Thanks for being awesome. I love you so much. Drink so much. Until next time, we'll see you all later.